when you find out there are oil lamps. Barges into Iraq. Overthrows Saddam Hussein. Nation descends into lawlessness. Refuses to elaborate. Doesn't leave. Armor in fiction. This iron cage, it is so heavy and I can't move, but it is necessary. Armor in reality. Hey guys, watch me do a cartwheel while I take a crap. When thinking about when France used the guillotine for execution. Also France in 1977. Hype for Star Wars next month. Gonna be wild. Poland. Romania. 84 defensive wars. The Black Sea is the only neighbor who did not attack you. When kids cried. When bigger kids cried. When thousands of classicists cried out, no, what the hell, Menelaus doesn't die in the Iliad. I'm really happy to be part of this expedition, Captain, but do you think we'll be stuck in this ice for a long time? Don't worry, it will be over soon. 1 year later. It will be over soon. 2 years later. What puberty did to my friends. What puberty did to me. God has chosen me to lead the French to victory against the English. You need to go hunting for 2 wrecked nuclear subs. You tell the public you are searching for the wreck of the Titanic. You find the Titanic. Pointy stick. Yogurt. Soap. Fire. The wheel. Military industrial complex. Ideology B. Ideology A. Never ask a woman her age. A man. His salary. Imperator Basil II what he did to 15,000 Bulgarian soldiers in 1014. American history as taught by American schools. American history as taught by the rest of the world. Many modern things have their origins in the Middle Ages, for instance. Papal mercenaries claiming love of goddess, why they fight for the Pope. Karl Marx creates the Communist Manifesto. Germany, nope. Ukraine, nope. United Kingdom, nope. Russia. Macbeth in the Shakespeare's play. Macbeth in reality. When you just wanted to bite one guy's leg, and you end up killing 1/3 of Europe. When you're a feudal leader in medieval Europe. Me, can't navigate across town with a GPS. My ancestors who crossed the ocean using the stars. Shame. 1800s China. What can you sell us in exchange for our tea, silk and porcelain? The British Empire. The League of Nations explaining why Japan can't take over the world. Japan. Everyone else in 1991. Finally, with the Cold War over, we can agree. The United States. Every country in the world belongs to America. Me trying to remember in what year the War of 1812 took place. The Norwegian army, when they see a penguin in Edinburgh Zoo. You'll be a honorable regimental sergeant major. Friend, so who's your favorite president? Me. Swedish Viking conquering and pillaging newly discovered land 806 AD colorized. Genghis Khan when he's not out fighting and conquering. There is only one thing to do, and that's more freaking. Egyptian government exists. Mansa Musa. Not a single phone in the whole image. Only people living the moment. What good times. Being rich and donating your money to charities. Being a billionaire and spending your money on launching your car into space. Being the richest man to ever live and giving away so much gold that you destroy the Egyptian government. Stalin sends all the real doctors to Gulag. Also Stalin has stroke. Guy with 1 week of medical experience. I diagnose you with death. America. Hey France. Can you help us in a war? France. A. No thanks. America. It's against Britain. France. Franklin. What's all this about inches, feet and yards? Jefferson. Either we hated the British ruler. Pope. Shades. Orthodox patriarchs. Pathetic. 2019. US serviceman put on trial for being present when a photo was taken of a dead ISIS fighter. 1940s World War II boys. when a newly independent Latin American country democratically elects a socialist government. That's not very freedom of view, young man. Japan surrenders to Allied forces in 1945. Hiroshima in 1973. Shame. Canada. But you realize that Canada has never lost a war in history. Rare picture of a mother plane helping its baby learn how to fly. Nobody, not a single soul. Europe in the Middle Ages. What happens in 1 minute? 70,000 hours of Netflix watched. 3 million videos watched on Snapchat. Google is 2.4 million questions. Poland invaded. France. How are we going to ever beat England? Joan of Arc. Nightclub shut down after woman rides horse onto dancer floor. What I think I look like when I talk about history. What I actually look like when I talk about history. French World War I uniforms. German World War I uniforms. Time traveler teleporting to Japan. You quick, what year is it? Japanese man. It's 1945, we just got nuked. Time traveler. First or second time. Japanese man. Loading screen tips be like. It's cold in Russia. Invade in the summer and bring supplies to increase your chance of success. Galileo. Earth orbits the sun. The church tries Galileo for heresy. Galileo. Alright, kind of rude again, I'm telling the truth. Europeans started the African slave trade. Umayyad Caliphate. If you remember this, you officially qualify for a senior's discount. Man in East Germany, please can I get across? My wife is in West Germany. Berlin Wall guard. Alright, I believe you. But my tummy gun don't. Americans when the trees start speaking Vietnamese. Germans when the snow starts speaking Russian. Chinese government when people start speaking freely. Florida declares war on iguanas. As the non-native reptiles thrive with no natural predators, the state's wildlife agency encourages homeowners to kill them whenever possible. Hey, I've seen this one. When the colony you helped set free comes back to liberate you 200 years later, I'm gonna do what's called a pro-gamer move. Third world country, democratically elects socialist leader. America. Die communist scum. Bismarck to the Brits when they try to rename the Bismarck Sea. Don't make me come down there, you punk. Third time is the charm. Charles III. Napoleon III. Philip III. Third partition of Poland. Third crusade. Third Reich. Me and the gods watching as they sacrifice their rivals. The Spartan Council. When Leonidas says he can hold off 1 million men with just 300. I'm skeptical that you could, yet intrigued that you may. A France meme that isn't about its revolutions. I can see that you're only interested in the exceptionally rare. Roman army, who is Spartacus? Literally every slave in Italy. Oh, he might be me. When a Brit tries to tell you his caffeinated leaf water is better than you caffeinated bean water. Uniting all Mongolian tribes. Conquering all of Persia, Caucasus and half of Anatolia. Deposing the Chinese imperial dynasty and installing their own. Conquering Russia in winter. When you have a date at 5 but need to defend Stalingrad at 7. When 30,000 German mercenaries fought in the Revolutionary War, but the American education system almost leaves them entirely out. Loading screen tips be like. Living a hunter-gatherer lifestyle can be tough. Try planting some grain in a fertile river valley, or building a permanent settlement. What fashion companies try to sell men? What men want? When you are a third world country in the 60s and 70s. I'm inevitable. Inca Empire. We will defeat the Spanish and continue to prosper. The Spanish. Allow us to introduce ourselves. When you're playing a video game with your Italian friend, but as soon as your team starts to lose he switches teams. Just like the simulations.